Welcome back to Impossibly Unremarkable, the podcast that 9 out of 10 cardiologists are saying is bad for your heart. My name is Jonathon, and on my right is my good friend and my co-host, Elliot Markson.
Yeah, and we're back for another episode of this podcast, and today we are just two infants who were handed microphones, and now we're talking. Isn't that right?
Goo goo gaga.
Nice. You know, babies don't actually say that.
Yeah, and dogs don't say bark, and cats don't say meow.
Cats say meow.
No.
They kind of do.
No.
Yeah, they do. They're like, meow.
Babies kind of say goo goo gaga.
They kind of don't, though.
It's just babble. It's just our... Hey, speaking of cats, that one's fucking with the equipment.
Yeah, your cat's getting a little close. I am deathly allergic to cats. Actually, if I come in contact, I could stop breathing.
Get him, Freya.
I actually record this podcast as sort of like I'm sort of an adrenaline junkie. So I actually only come here because I'm deathly allergic to cats, and you have a couple of them. So I like to be on the edge. Feel like I'm risking my life a little bit.
You like to edge.
Didn't say that. I said I like to
be on
the
edge.
edge. I like to feel like I'm risking my life. So when I'm surrounded by cats, you know, I could die. Do you feel nervous for me?
No.
You don't look like you're nervous for me.
I'm not nervous for you.
You don't feel worried?
You'll be all right.
You don't think that I'm in danger? You're not worried about that?
If you pass, then I inherit that chair. So
it's already your chair.
Well, it's not. It's your chair by proxy.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Kind of like a squatter's rights situation.
I just kind of wish you felt something for me, but it's cool.
I feel a lot of things for you, and I feel more often than not when I am being, very loving, being very affectionate. I feel like you don't reciprocate.
Dude, what do you mean? I'm always reciprocating.
No, it's
I tell you often how much I care about you, and you just get uncomfortable during those instances.
It's just when we're on air, I have to act tough.
Yeah, that's true.
You know I love you.
You put on a persona.
Yeah. Just as a spiteful bitch.
I actually wouldn't die, just to be clear.
Yeah.
I've never been close to death from cats. I don't want to come out and try to trick anyone or be less honest than I should be. I feel like there are certain people out there who may actually have an allergy to cats that is that serious, and I don't want to take anything away from them. It
was really noble of you.
Because I'm really not that allergic. I'm pretty allergic, but not deathly allergic.
You get sneezy.
I get sneezy, my eyes get itchy, and I have developed hives previously. It's happened. So, wouldn't want that to happen again.
I get hives from mowing the lawn.
You don't have a lawn? You live in an apartment building?
When I have mowed the lawn, I have gotten hives.
From grass?
Yeah.
You're allergic to grass. Have you ever had... And you got hives?
Have you ever had the allergy test done?
No. Where they stick a bunch of shit in your back?
It fucking sucks.
And then they just see what's fucking you up?
It fucking sucks. Well, I'm basically allergic to everything that's outdoors.
Yeah.
Or organic.
I've never noticed that we've been outside together a few times.
It's my back, and you never see my back.
It just gets your back?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you feel it?
Yeah, man.
We're outside and you, feel it?
No. So,
we're all having a good old time, and you're just like...
When I was referring to mowing the lawn, that's when you're, kicking up a bunch of grass, and you're, in that shit for, 2 hours.
Yeah.
If I'm just outside, it's not that big of a deal.
What lawn were you mowing for 2 hours?
I'm a slow mower.
Somebody's got land, I guess.
I'm a slow mower.
2 hours?
My mom's house has inclines, man.
That's a long time to mow.
I'm a really slow mower, and I'm also terrible at it. But it was always not a fun thing.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Allergies suck.
Hold on,
you should get the allergy test just to see how it feels.
No, I don't want to go in there just to get poked by a bunch of stuff and have them tell me that they poked me for nothing.
24 different allergens.
Okay, well, I can't wait for all 24 to come back negative, and then they just went there for nothing.
Wouldn't you get cats?
I don't know, do the test for cats? Well, then fine, I'll get one. Pollen, 2.
All right, 2, right there.
2. There's no way. I remember my brothers did that, and they came back saying they were, allergic to everything. And my one brother, it said he's really really to bananas. And he's not, because at that time I think he had been eating a banana every day of his life. He went on a kick of eating one in the morning every day.
I was never tested for bananas. That feels like a pretty obscure allergy.
Yeah. Or like I remember like I think personally he may have been allergic to the actual device that they were using to poke him with, because it came back that he was allergic to everything. And they tried to make him leave with an EpiPen. But if you know my oldest brother, he does not have an EpiPen that I'm aware of.
I've always known that about him.
And he is not allergic to everything.
So you're somehow suggesting that the allergen field of medicine is somehow inaccurate.
Yeah.
All right.
At least it was that day.
I want to see the test results. Who the fuck tests for bananas?
I don't know. He tested for bananas. I remember that one specifically.
That doesn't make any
Because
sense.
I remember us being like, but he eats bananas all the time.
It's like
Should
testing
he not
for,
be doing
it's like
that?
testing for apples.
Yeah. Maybe bananas is a fairly common one.
I don't think so.
I feel like a lot of people are probably allergic to bananas. Strawberries is one.
No.
You can be allergic to anything, can't you?
Yeah.
What? How many things are you allergic to? Like, what are the worst ones? You said anything outside, but what does that mean?
I mean, grass, pollen, dust, different types of trees.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Trees?
If it grows naturally, I'm probably allergic to it.
That makes no sense.
I'm moderately allergic to dogs.
Dude, I think God just hates you, bro.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of...
I'm going to make this one allergic to everything else that I've made.
It's been a rough genetic draw.
Yeah. You really kind of got boned in the genetics department.
There's not a lot of areas that I feel like I came out on top. So that's what I got to try to make
You're
up
like
for.
fairly tall.
Yeah.
You're above average.
I'm above average height.
Congrats. That's
huge.
huge.
I would rather be average height and not have the myriad of different medical oddities that I have.
Yeah. You do have that weird mole, too.
Which one?
That one. So you do have one.
I don't have moles.
So you said which one, so you do have one.
Well, I guess...
do.
Are you talking about moles or birthmarks?
Dude, I don't know.
Because I have one
I didn't even know you had it.
But I don't have any
You have
moles.
a birthmark? Where is it?
What do you mean, where is it? It's right here. Bro.
It's the cats.
Are you
I almost
allergic
sneezed.
to something?
Yeah, it's the cats.
You'll notice that...
I have noticed that birthmark on your knee.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, they say that those are from a past life and that your birthmark is actually like from like a wound that killed you.
My dad had one in an identical spot.
On his knee?
Not on my knee, right here. Right above.
Is there like do you know if there's like an artery right there or something? Maybe you perished in battle.
I don't think I perished in battle. It's pretty small. So unless I was stabbed with like a...
Well, maybe it was just like a rapier or like a thin sword. You know, who knows what age we're in.
Maybe it was a what?
A rapier.
Dude, don't sneeze. It's bad for business.
I keep trying to hold them in so I don't sneeze.
You know you can...
We don't have a mute button.
We've talked... we don't have a mute button.
I don't have a mute button.
You know you can like jog loose an aneurysm, right? If you're doing that shit.
Yeah, an aneurysm's running my family.
So stop holding in your sneeze.
So, you know, like I said, I like to I'm sort of an adrenaline junkie that way where I hold in my sneezes.
Doesn't your head hurt when you hold in a sneeze?
No.
Mine does.
Should it?
I mean, I think it can.
Dude, I think you have an aneurysm.
No.
I don't think that's normal. No, I just, I hold
aneurysms,
it in.
Aneurysms don't run in my family.
Is that like a genetic thing or is that just random?
No, they sprint.
Is that, oh, damn. No. Are those genetic? I think they are, right?
I don't know. Isn't it just like isn't an aneurysm like a blood clot in the brain?
Yeah.
I don't know that could be genetic.
I mean, it could be. You could be predisposed to do it, like be more likely to get one. I know someone on my mom's side passed away from one. Maybe it was her grandma. I don't know. Somebody. Could be me.
You look like you're fighting a sneeze pretty good.
I could be next, bro. I don't even touch your cat. Like, this doesn't happen every time.
But you talk to her.
We record here every week.
You talk to her.
Yeah.
So it's
I talk to her every time I see her.
Yeah, but I mean, this time she got pretty close. I'm sorry, man.
Fuck, dude.
We'll put her in the fridge or something next time you're here.
No need to do that. Maybe just take care of her.
She's looking at you.
I know. She loves me, and I love her, too.
Stupid cat.
Damn.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Well, we were together.
Yeah, it was a great weekend.
It was your bachelor party.
'Twas my bachelor party.
It's been a long time coming, and we've been waiting for this for months.
I know.
Was it everything you thought it would be?
Yeah,
Really?
and more.
Thought it was pretty lame, personally. No, it was the best part.
The best part. So I don't typically get into the water much, you know.
Yeah.
Like a couple months ago when Emily and I were with my niece and nephew, were at a swimming pool. Like that was probably the first time I'd been in a swimming pool since like middle school.
Yeah.
Maybe high school. And I don't really get into lakes very often. So I'd say probably one of my favorite parts was when we rented the pontoon, rolled up to that sandbar, and then played 500 in the water.
Yeah, that's nice.
I love that. I would have done that for 6 hours.
Yeah.
If you had given me the opportunity, I would have stayed out there.
Yeah.
My other favorite part was when we played 3-on-3 football in the pouring rain. While there were 3 children that kept walking by making fun of us.
Yeah, there was like I don't know where these kids lived or who they belonged to, but they were probably like, they seemed like they were 14 or around that age, which is the worst age for kids to be.
Yeah.
And I just all I heard from them was them walking by like, no arm, like saying like you don't have an arm, like you can't throw, or like Jets. Like they said something about Jets because you were wearing a Justin Jefferson jersey.
Those are my JJ jersey. Because if I want to play football, I'm gonna.
I feel like they were digging at you the whole time.
For a good portion of it, yeah.
Like I didn't feel any of it towards me personally.
I mean, when they were specifically saying "Hey 18," "Hey JJ," yeah, that one's pretty pointed.
They really were.
But there were times when I wasn't throwing that they were yelling "No arm," or they would yell like "You can't catch,"
Yeah.
or "You got no hands," or some shit like that.
To be fair, I mean they're probably like
They were
they're
spot
right.
on, man. We
like,
suck.
We're not very good. Like I don't have a very good arm, and I can't really catch that well, especially in the rain, and with a ball that I didn't want to say anything, but the ball was deflated. Kind of made it harder to catch because I'm used to like a solid like full football, you know, that really hits me in the mitts that I can grab onto.
You're used to that.
But it just kind of bounced off more, you know. So it wasn't really what I was used to.
I had a pretty easy time catching the ball.
No, you had great hands. You did good.
I'm very good. I've got great hand-eye coordination. I'm a great catcher.
Yeah, I was very impressed. You had a game-winning catch.
I did.
One-handed, by the way.
We should have set up cameras for that.
Dude, that would have been nice to like get that and then like
I probably
replay
looked
it in slow-mo.
unathletic as shit, though.
I don't know. I saw it in real time and it looked pretty good.
Overweight in my XXL JJ jersey.
It was sweet. It was sweet. Don't let anyone take that away from you.
I won't.
It was a big moment.
I'm also a terrible quarterback. I had the one really great connection with Kyle.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just can't throw a football.
Being quarterback is hard. Throwing footballs is hard. Yeah, I think I had one good throw that hit Neil in the hands and then it was dropped. Like it was actually a legitimately good throw for like 6 guys just who don't play sports getting out there and doing it. Like it was a good throw for that. It was like over the shoulder. He stuck his hands out, hit him right in the palms, and it bounced off.
I think it took us like maybe 40 minutes for someone to get a first down.
We need to get warmed up. We should have done some warming up.
And then maybe the first like 13 or 14 passes were all dropped, despite like a good majority of them being on target.
We for sure went at least 0 for 8 or 0 for 9. So like the first 9 passes by both teams were incomplete.
And that was when these kids were watching for the most part.
Yeah, like they saw the worst of us. You know, they didn't really get to see our highlights. But I feel like, you know, we needed some warming up. And it also didn't help, like, we didn't stretch, we didn't do anything. So we were all kind of, like, hurt, like, halfway through. Like, my quad was starting to get, like, tight. Like, I don't think I, like... Because we're also, like, it's wet and rainy, so we're slipping. And I didn't have cleats on. So every time I try to change direction and run a good route, I'm just slipping and falling on my ass. I fell probably, like, 6 times. And, yeah, so... I mean, I felt it in my quad. You know, I was starting to hurt a little bit. Our friend Ben was, he had back issues or something. I don't know.
We had people begging for ibuprofen. You would have thought that it was 6 40-year-olds on the field.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like everyone was like hurt. I mean, like I was fine. I just like, I wasn't as hurt as like some of the guys. I feel like Neil and Ben and some of them were like.
I felt fine immediately after. And then the next morning, it felt like I was hit by a freight train.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Felt fucking awful.
Well, I felt okay. I think my hips were a little tight the next day. And think from just like trying to move around too much on like slick ground.
Can you imagine playing football for real? How you'd feel all the time?
Awful, I bet. I bet they're so sore every day. And they like get tackled and shit. Could you imagine?
I mean, you did Donkey Kong punch me in the back of the neck.
Well, I was trying to get the ball. I was playing defense. And you got to play tough.
If we had some fair officiating, that would have been a PI.
Nah, they would have let it.
That would have been a PI. That would have been unnecessary roughness.
Wouldn't have been anything.
He was nowhere near the ball. He just
the ball was coming towards you.
Superman punched me in the throat. The back of the throat.
It was like a tiny little slap on the back of the head.
Oh, man. You were profusely apologizing, though.
Well, I felt bad.
You were being a baby about it. I walked it off.
You're the one who kept complaining.
It really hurt. I was like seeing stars for a second.
No, you weren't, dude.
No, I wasn't.
I got hit in the testicles. I was just like on the ground, just like, I want more kids, please.
Wasn't that like a teammate? That was like a self-inflicted.
Yeah, that was like me
friendly
and Kyle
fire.
were running like routes crossing. Our team did a lot of crossing routes because it seemed to confuse you guys. And I think this time we just like didn't line it up. Or maybe we already ran our routes and we were just kind of like freeballing it out there or just kind of like freestyling. And we collided. Oh, you know what it was? It was because the ball had already been thrown. And like, we don't have plays. So we're just out there running. So I think we both kind of went up for it. And then we collided. And his thin, bony knee went and hit me in the Johnson. Which wasn't pleasant.
The playmaking might have been my favorite part.
Yeah.
You'd spend 40. So I mean, the team both times we switched up our teams, but I was never on the team that like made plays, with the exception of the bulldozer, which was an instant classic. But I would try to listen in on Neil coming up with plays, and I would like catch like a word or two. I'm like, then I report back. I'm like, okay, they're gonna, Elliot's gonna go deep. Kyle's gonna go short. Elliot's gonna distract, and they're gonna pick up the easy yards. And I would like try to relay that.
Oh, so you were cheating? I
mean, I was trying to. I was like, I probably relayed information 10 times, and 10 out of 10 times I was wrong.
Really?
Either I didn't hear correctly, you guys failed to run the plays that you were intending to play, or you were just saying shit.
Yeah. Or we did run it, and then we just kind of like ran out of time, but nobody was rushing the quarterback, so we just kind of like ran around for a while.
That is the thing with like, for the most part, I mean, I guess the term would be man coverage, right?
Yeah.
You would kind of just like every time I was quarterback, I would take forever to throw the ball just because there's no one open.
Yeah.
You got two guys on one guy and one guy on the other.
Well, because we did a little bit of rushing, which we agreed was like you have to count to 10 or whatever. I don't know. Before you can rush the quarterback. But we realized like it doesn't really make sense to have a rusher, and it just makes more sense to not rush the quarterback, because the rule was the quarterback couldn't run unless they were rushed. So like if you don't rush them, they're just kind of sitting back there. They need to get rid of the ball. So like it made more sense to just have two man coverage people and then just have one guy, usually me, in the center just playing zone and just kind of trying to fill those gaps. It made it harder for the quarterback.
We need to find a league to join. I think we got some talent.
You think so?
Yeah.
We'd be awful.
I mean, there's got to be some old man's league.
Sure, I think we could beat some old men, yeah.
I'm not saying we need to beat anyone. I'm just saying it could be
no,
fun.
we'd destroy them.
I had a lot of fun, man.
I had fun too.
I would do that.
I'd play like some flag football or two-hand touch or whatever. Some league like that.
I want to graduate to tackle someday.
I don't need to.
Retire with CTE.
I've seen enough on CTE. I don't want to get that. I don't want my brain to just be rotting in my skull or whatever. Prefer not.
It's for the love of the game, man. I will say I quite enjoyed the attention from being the Bachelor.
Yeah.
When we were in town, people were quite kind. We had matching shirts, of course.
We did.
Pretty cute. I designed them. Emily executed.
They were nice.
Very nice.
I liked them a lot.
The thing that's always like it's funny to me is because like so many people are married that it really shouldn't be that. Like, oh, you're getting married, congrats,
Well, it's
You're the first.
A big milestone in any person's life. Even if a lot of people do it, it's still a big thing. So when other people see people doing the same thing they did, they like to congratulate them because it's a big deal.
I'm not against it, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like the Aussie brewery tender. What do you call it? A
I don't know, the beer tender.
beer tender. Beer tender. Because I wouldn't really call them a bartender.
I'd call him a beer tender.
The beer tender.
But I don't know
He
if
shook my
that's-
hand.
Yeah.
He's like, "Jeez." That was a terrible.
I know I've seen that guy there before because I've been to that brewery before. But I forgot he was there, and it still was shocking this time, just being like, why is there a guy from Australia up in, northern Minnesota?
He's one of my favorite types of people in that I love old people that are younger.
They look younger than they are.
They look younger than they are, and they like go out of their way to tell you.
Yeah.
Because we had said hi. He asked who was getting married. I said it was me. He shook my hand, said congrats. And he was like, I'm having my college reunion this year.
Yeah.
Guess how many years it'll be? And we're like, 15, 20? He's like, 50. Like, there's no way you're 70, man.
He's like, yeah. He was in his 70s.
Yeah.
Dude
which
looked
is
like he was, I would probably guess like late 50s.
late 50s, maybe early 60s.
He
but
looked
no,
good.
He looked really good. I would kill to look like that.
Yeah. He did go out of his way. I didn't even think about that. He was like,
man.
oh, you bachelor. I've got my reunion coming up. Guess how many years?
But I love that, man. It's a conversation starter. You're clearly like confident about yourself, which is a great thing to see.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, once you get to that age, you look younger than the people around you. He's probably walking around like, that old fuck is my age? No way.
I know I'm not going to age gracefully.
What do you mean? You're doing so well so far.
I've already got a really wrinkly face, so I'm sure by like 50 or 60, I'm just going to be ugly as fuck.
No way.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, me.
I'm hoping I get wealthy enough where I can like get new teeth and like kind of like do like I don't know, dye my hair real nice and like do like
So you're just
maybe
gonna,
get a little bit of Botox.
You're going to look fake. You're going to look fake.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
I feel like you would age well. You've got a good profile for aging well.
Maybe.
It's not maybe, it's a yes.
I mean, I might.
Let's put you into one of those aging apps and see.
Nah.
Nah, is that not a
I don't want
question?
to. Nah.
Not a question you want answered right now?
I don't want to see what I might look like when I'm older. We don't even know if we'll get there.
That's true.
Could be halfway there already to death, to the old finish line.
Certainly possible. That's really morbid. But yeah, anyways, I had a really great time. We should do it again this weekend. You free?
Yeah, actually, well, we should hang out this weekend. I told you you should come over on Saturday.
He's so worried about being my officiant.
I just want to make
He's so
sure
worried.
that I know what is going on and that I don't ruin it.
And
I
we're
have the
hedging
power
our
to
bets.
ruin it.
We're hedging in our bets that, we're planning this wedding, right?
Yeah.
If it sucks,
Yeah.
but your part is the worst part, that's what will be remembered. And then we're in the clear.
Right, but people, even if it's me who ruins it and everyone remembers that I ruined it, it's still your wedding that was ruined.
Yeah, but they'd be like, Elliot ruined Jonathan and Emily's wedding.
Yeah, and they'd be like, yeah, he ruined it. It sucked. The whole wedding sucked. What an awful night.
You'll be great. I'm really
Honestly,
excited.
if it just like is a forgettable performance, I'll take that. Because as long as no one's talking about it after in a negative way, I've done my job.
No, man, this has got to be your Queen at Wembley kind of thing.
Should I just get up on my soapbox?
Yeah.
Just really make it my own?
You might need a box
Why?
in case you want to lord over us.
Wow, dude.
What?
Wow.
What? What did I say?
You're always bringing up height.
That was more of a power thing, not a height thing.
Yeah, and I will want a little step stool probably. Because I will want to.
You don't have a
lure over
podium
you.
or anything, man. So you gotta do it right.
I'll
You
just,
gotta
like-
hold a mic. You gotta hold papers.
That's fine. We can't get like a mic stand or something?
We might be able to get one. Maybe.
We'll see.
There's no guarantee.
See, we should rehearse though, so that we have like, does it even work with a mic stand? Like, if you guys have to speak into the mic, does that make sense for me to
Yeah,
pop
because
it
you're
off?
gonna need to be passing that thing off.
Yeah, like, is that gonna make it hard to quickly remove it? I don't know if that's an issue. Maybe it's not.
This is a good off-screen conversation.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways, you know what I've been doing though,
What?
and I didn't end up doing this at your bachelor party. I talked about it. I've been running. I've been getting my cardio up. I had joked about doing it at your bachelor party, and I actually intended to, but after seeing the conditions of the roads and kind of where we were at, it didn't seem like a place where you could easily do a nice run. It was very wet and muddy, and the roads were dirt.
I'm glad you didn't, because I was mad.
And they were thin and windy roads. Like, I feel like if a car was coming,
You would have been.
it was kind of dangerous to be running on that road.
I was mad at you for even suggesting a
Why?
group Saturday run.
Why?
What a terrible idea.
I didn't say it was a group run. I just said I'll be doing a run. Who wants to join?
It was implied that you needed people with you.
Honestly, when people started doing it, I was like, why did I even ask? Like, when people started being like, I'll do it. So then I'm like, well, now I have to do whatever they want to do, because I'm not going to. I've been trying to run. I'm trying to get to 20 miles a week. So far, I haven't gotten there, but that's my goal, is to get around 20 miles a week, which really isn't that much.
Are you training, or is this just a...
I don't know. I did sign up for a 5 mile. So that will be on Labor Day. I'm doing a 5 mile. But I could do that already. Like, I'm not worried about that one. That's kind of just part of my routine.
Is Megan running with you?
The 5 mile, yeah.
What about your
So
son?
No, he can't. He can run. I don't know if he could run 5 miles. He has only 1. But yeah, I don't know what I'm training for. I do want to do another half marathon, so I think I will do that eventually. But I also just wanted to, I don't know, sometimes I'm just like I'll change my workout routine. I'll do it for a while, and then I'll just need to change it again. So now I'm kind of just adding in more cardio and kind of doing like a cardio lifting combo throughout the week. So trying to get 20 miles of cardio a week, and then trying to probably lift like 3 or 4 times a week.
Nerd.
Well, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, so I mean, running's been great. I did 4.5 miles yesterday. I did 6.1 the day before.
You gotta be careful, man. You're gonna give yourself shin splints.
Well, I don't think so.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Well, I haven't run today. I'm taking today off.
Well, that's just shameful. You're gonna
What?
lose progress.
Well, you can't. That's not how that works. Well, you gotta be careful. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. I'll have to do 10 more miles for the rest of the week. So I'll figure out when I'm gonna do that. But
It's a lot of miles, man.
it's really not.
I just want you to be careful.
Actually, like, I've got a good routine going down. I kind of do like a similar like route every time, and I kind of got to the point where like I know about how far, like, oh, I get to that sign, that's 2 miles. All right, if I turn around right now, I'm at 4, or something like that. So I kind of have like these little landmarks at this point where I'm like, I don't even need to like be told how far I've gone or look at like my app or whatever. Like, I just know how far I've been.
How long does a 3 mile take you? If you were to run a 5K.
I don't know. I mean, I think I've been doing it at around 25 minutes.
It's not bad.
I mean, all my miles have been around like 8 and change.
It's not bad.
I'm not like trying to. I mean, I eventually will want to get faster, but right now I'm just kind of getting my body used to running like that again, running those distances. So yeah, I'm really back in it, trying to do that again.
Happy for you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll become a runner.
I, for one, am trying to get back into Minecraft.
Yeah, that's smart.
Similar goals.
Uh-huh.
You and I.
What do you even do in Minecraft?
It's in the name, man.
You mine crafts?
You mine and craft.
It's the whole game?
You build, explore, adventure.
Yeah, don't you like build like things? Like you build like homes and
Yeah.
fun little structures?
Yeah.
What do you do once they're built?
Live in them.
And then what?
Build more.
Oh. That's the whole game? Don't you like fight stuff?
Yeah, you fight stuff.
You can fight
There's plenty to do, man.
Is there?
I don't like this tone.
I just always felt like Minecraft was like there's not really that much going on in that game.
There's plenty going on, man.
Like you build these big cool structures that you're proud of, and then you're just like, well, guess I'll build the next thing.
That's the appeal, man. The grind never stops. I know you take days off, but I don't.
That makes sense. No, I like that. That's good. No, you're right.
Thanks, man.
I apologize.
I felt like that would appeal to you.
I'm sorry. No, I totally understand. That really clicked with my mindset.
All right, wreck of the week.
Okay.
This is coming up again. I've brought it up before, but today of all days is a good day to remind people
Yeah.
to get out, eat local, and try out my favorite place in the world, Smoking Hot Dish.
Why are you talking about Smoking Hot Dish again?
It's my rec, and it's relevant.
You've already recommended Smoking Hot Dish before. We've done this before. We've been down this road.
Remember when I started this off by saying I've brought this up before?
Yeah.
And then you came in surprised that I brought it up before, as if I didn't warn you and warn everyone listening.
Well, I'm just curious what's different this time.
Man, you've really changed your tune. So today I invited Elliot to join me for a Philly cheesesteak.
Well, I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying.
It kind of sounds like you're saying. Kind of sounds
What
like
is your recommendation this time? Bring a friend to Smoking Hot Dish?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
This is a business that could use more business.
Yeah.
They're wonderful. They do a lot of Wednesday lunch pop-ups. The food is great. You get a lot of food for not a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you enjoyed your Philly cheesesteak. Like, I know you're trying to pretend, you're running, you're very health conscious. You wouldn't, couldn't possibly eat a foot long, steak, cheese, peppers, onions.
No, I pounded it.
Yeah, man. I was really proud of you when you did that.
I destroyed it.
I was so happy for you.
That's so good.
I mean, it was a rookie move by far. But
why? Because I ate the whole thing?
Yeah, man. You've deprived yourself an excellent dinner or a wonderful next lunch.
I mean, I'm not much for leftovers.
Put that bitch in the oven.
Yeah.
350, about 15 minutes, wrapped in foil. Unwrap. Give it another 2-3 minutes. Let the meat get real warm.
Uh-huh.
Then you get the crispiness of the bun while still maintaining the structure of the sandwich.
Okay.
That's my recommendation. Not even the Smoking Hot Dish thing. That's how you reheat a sandwich.
Just any sandwich.
Yeah. Well,
that's good tips. No, I mean it could be most sandwiches.
Yeah, I mean it's could apply to most.
I could see that working for a lot of sandwiches. Yeah.
But maybe not like a BLT. You can't do that for.
Well,
a BLT.
no, I mean it's got to be a nice hot sandwich.
Yeah. So write that down. We'll put that on the website. We'll put that in the comments.
Yeah. Put that in the footnotes.
I could be way off too. I could be doing it wrong.
You don't even know.
I mean, that's what I do. But there could be a better way.
You could play with the recipe.
If you know how to reheat a Philly cheesesteak, hit us up in the comments. Sound off. Let us know.
I will say my experience was great.
Yeah, man. They're very friendly. They come out to make sure that you're, enjoying your food. They thank you. They're very, very, very thankful and appreciative.
Yeah, they're very kind and nice, and the food was delicious. However, the building that it's in is very strange.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not the most ideal location.
It's like in this building that's attached to the police station, but you go in the building and it's empty. So their part of the building is completely empty. In fact, it's like what looks like what could be like office spaces, like where people would have desks and computers and they'd be on the phone like, "Hey, I need 5 by noon." Or something like that. I don't know what people say on the phone. People working, in a space. It looks like that, except there's nothing there. It's all empty. It's a completely empty office space. And then you go down the stairs to more emptiness, and then you get in there, and it's literally just them in a kitchen. That's it.
That's the draw.
There was no one. There was one family there, also eating.
Yeah.
So they know the secret.
So blame COVID for the lack of people in the respective office buildings.
I don't know if it's...
It was I guess 2021, 22.
Was that building full beforehand?
Yeah.
There was lots of people in there? Like people working in there?
So I was never there when there were a lot of people there, but I was there when there was a ton of desks, computers, like
there was traffic.
To be occupied.
Like they were probably getting traffic.
They were getting traffic, but these were spaces that were probably occupied, to the maximum pre-COVID, and then obviously, COVID destroyed the office work culture.
I mean, it's still a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, but it's got a nice charm. It's in a nice wooded area. There's a big cafeteria you can eat in.
Sure.
It's got like a, high school cafeteria vibe going.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Check it out.
350, wrapped in foil. 15 minutes.
350 wrapped in foil.
And 2 to 3 minutes unwrapped.
Yeah.
I'm going to set someone's house on fire with it. Microwave. Tinfoil.
Like, don't
50 minutes.
No, don't do that.
Just kidding.
50 minutes.
What's your rec?
Rec of the week. I got a couple that I could recommend. I'm just going to recommend an album. Because what I've been listening to lately is this album called Easy Company by this band called Future Birds. It's a good album.
Of course. I love them.
It's a good album.
I'm a big Future
I'm actually
Birds
wearing
fan.
their hat right now.
I like that hat.
Thanks, dude.
Easy Company, that's stolen valor, though.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
It's the name of a military. I mean, it's the name of a company in the military.
Is it?
Yeah.
Easy Company?
Easy Company.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, it's like
kind of
part of the military structure. You know, there's
Why are they
companies,
easy?
regiments, brigades,
Is that like
squads, platoons.
Is there like difficult company?
No, it's
Bad company?
no. I mean, though that is a game.
Yeah.
Battlefield Bad Company. Great game, by the way.
Sure.
Great call out.
Thank you.
But Easy Company's
Deep pull.
pretty famous. They're the Band of Brothers is about them. World War II.
Anyways, that's what the
I
album's
just wanted to make that
called.
connection.
I'm not sure that the band is connected to that in any way. Or maybe they did name it that on purpose. I'm not sure. Anyways, anywho, Future Birds, their new album, Easy Company, it's a good album. It's kind of folkish, kind of country-ish. It's a good vibe. And they just got some good tunes, man. I feel like it's good like summer driving music. Like I said, it's kind of country-ish, which I don't listen to a lot of country. And this isn't even pure country. I wouldn't call it pure country because I'm not a country purist. I don't even like country. But these guys rock, and I love them. So listen to them. They're good. I actually saw them live with Shaky Graves not that long ago. And they were fantastic, which got me pumped for this new release. And now it came out, and I think it might be their best album. So, yeah, Easy Company by Future Birds.
Great rec.
Thanks,
Definitely
dude.
gonna give that a shot.
Thanks, bro.
I might have had you.
Wait,
not,
you are?
I might have had you not say said it was country. I know you said it's not pure
No,
country.
dude,
but
you gotta
country is
listen
such
to
a
it.
huge turnoff, man.
No. It's not what you're thinking, dude. What are you thinking? You're thinking of like George Strait or like Kenny Chesney. That's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the rinse and repeat country.
No, it's not rinse and repeat.
You know,
No, this
there's
is rinse
mention
and-
of a
this is-
beer, an ex-girlfriend,
No,
a mama,
absolutely not. No
the
moms.
military,
Doesn't even mention moms or the military.
America,
I don't think they say America once.
or an F-150, a red Solo Cup.
Red Solo Cup.
There you go.
No, it's not that. So you should listen to it.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Question. You got a question for me?
I think so.
You think so?
Oh, by the way, update from last week on my news that I had, that Disney situation.
Yeah.
Apparently Disney is actually backing out of that, or backpedaling out of that lawsuit, or out of the before they were challenging the person, saying like, it's not like a unlawful death or whatever, or like basically like your wife's death isn't valid because you signed up for Disney Plus. They're backpedaling on that, and now they're dropping that whole thing. I'm assuming because of the backlash they received.
Really
So-
smart PR on their part.
Yeah.
Cheers to their legal team. You fucking suck.
Yeah, fuck Disney. Disney fucking sucks. Fucking hate them. Fuckers.
Nickelodeon for life, man.
Brings us to our question of the day. What's your favorite Disney original movie?
Oh, that's a good question.
After I'm like, fuck Disney.
Luck of the Irish always kind of freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah.
When the antagonist becomes a leprechaun. I mean, he is a leprechaun.
Yeah.
But like when he goes like full leprechaun,
Mhm.
he just looks pretty scary.
Yeah.
Witches, was that the name of it?
Witches?
The Twin Witches, Tia and Tamara.
Ooh, Twitches.
Twitches.
Twitches
Loved
was great.
Twitches. The Halloween towns, except for when they replaced Marnie, that wasn't very cool.
Yeah, that wasn't cool. I didn't like that.
I didn't really appreciate
Halloween
that.
Town was so good.
Benny the skeleton man, the skeleton taxi driver.
Oh yeah,
I love Halloween Town.
they did like a whole. Didn't they do like Halloween Town High and shit like
Yeah, it
that
was
too?
1,
Like there was
2,
spin-offs.
High, I think. There might have been a 3. I don't know. I think Halloween Town High is when they replaced Marnie. With
Is that
some
when?
2-rate knockoff.
Wow, I can't believe you mentioned Luck of the Irish right off the bat because that's the first one that came to mind for me.
Is that your favorite?
I think so, because that. I mean, it centers around basketball. He's slowly turning into a leprechaun because, if you're not familiar, I believe he discovers or is told that his like dad is secretly a leprechaun
Yeah.
or something, and like for some reason his dad shrinks back to leprechaun size because in this movie they're like a foot tall or even shorter maybe.
Yeah.
So then he starts slowly turning into a leprechaun, and he has to stop that somehow or something. And then there's like an antagonist, and I think at the end they do like these Scottish games or something.
Yep. He like gets transported to Scotland.
Yeah. And then they're like both wearing kilts.
Ireland, right?
Ireland? Sorry, Ireland. Whoops.
You threw me off. It's called Luck of the Irish.
Scotland.
Luck of the
Luck
Scottish.
of the Scot. Whatever. They're
Whoa. Be careful about what you're about to say.
what
I could tell what you were about to
just said
say.
whatever.
You're going to offend some Irish or Scottish people,
Who cares?
of which I am both.
Okay, man. I love when Americans just identify with
I
their
identify
ancestry.
closely with all 15 different regions of the world that I hail from.
This guy's German one week and this week he's Irish. Okay. Anyways, yeah, they go to like Ireland and then they do these like ancient games or something. I don't remember. That movie's sweet. You know what else was good? I just had to look it up like because I couldn't remember what it was called. It's called The 13th Year. It's the kid, similar but different. This time he's turning into a merman. Do you remember that one?
I've never seen
Where he's
that.
turning into a mermaid? And he's like low-key like secretly part mermaid. Like his mom was like a mermaid or something. So like he like turns 13 and starts turning into a merman.
I've never seen that.
You don't
I've never
recall?
heard of that one. No.
That one's gas too.
List off some other ones. I'm trying to jog the old brain.
Yeah. I feel like as much as I hate Disney, in my childhood, they just produced good stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, Disney Channel was like a staple of my childhood. Channel 48, baby. I think. That sounds right. I always appreciated that.
Yeah, 48 is right.
I always appreciated that Disney Channel never had commercials for non-Disney. It's like every ad you saw was related to Disney.
Dude, I mean, High School Musical and Cheetah Girls are
High School
some
Musical's
staples.
okay. Cheetah Girls is all right.
Smart House.
Smart House, I'm not really a big fan
Smart
of.
House was solid.
They're making a remake, or not a remake.
They're
but
making a horror movie based on that same idea.
yeah,
Essentially, it's like a house turned bad.
from the same people who made Megan, which was if a doll turned bad. So
Oh, dude,
I just assume they're really going to explore that.
I forgot one. Johnny Tsunami. You ever watch Johnny Tsunami?
No.
No way. Like the kid who's like a surfer from Hawaii, and then he ends up, I don't remember if his family moves to like Colorado or something, but he ends up like being a snowboarder,
Never heard.
and then he like makes friends with all his snowboard friends.
Keep reading them off, man. I feel like
Oh, dude.
we're missing some.
Camp
really good-
Rock.
Camp Rock sucked.
Dude, fuck you, man. Are you serious?
You should
Camp Rock was awesome.
you should rewatch some of the dialogue from that movie.
No, dude, I have like
That's
revisited some of it, or like I forget what. Maybe I watched like a commentary video on it or something. But like I forgot they had like people who like made beats or something at the camp. And
Allison
it was like
Stoner, man.
It was like, listen to this sick beat, and it was like beep, boop, bop, bop, boop, 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 boop,
She's
boop.
really
And
good.
it's like, wow, and you're like, dude, that beat sucks. No fucking chance. Man, I don't know. Some of these I don't remember, but yeah, a lot of good stuff. Cowbells.
Cowbells. I'm not. See, a lot of these are. What are we talking about?
I feel like
Alley
Johnny
Cats.
Tsunami. I want to watch Johnny Tsunami. and see if that
Xenon. I
holds
remember
up.
Xenon.
Xenon was huge.
I didn't love that one though.
I didn't love it either, but I definitely watched it.
Man.
Yeah, they had some good ones. They had some hits.
Ooh, what was the one with Corbin Blue? Was it Jump?
Yeah.
Jump?
Oh, that with the jump rope?
Yeah, the jump rope.
Dude, that one was sweet.
I was a big fan. Oh my God, there's so many.
Well, yeah, dude.
Do they still make them? Like, is
I
that
don't
still
know.
a common thing?
Not like they used to.
Halloween Town was from 1998.
You're kidding.
What the
It's
fuck?
that old?
I was nary a year old at that point in my life.
Yeah, man, that's wow.
Man, they really churned these things out.
Yeah, they were pumping out content like nothing. Because I feel like they knew, like, even if it sucked, like, kids are going to watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because Disney's an evil corporation. They don't really care. They're just trying to pump out as much stuff as they can that they know kids will eat up. And then every once in a while, some of them would hit. Like Cheetah Girls, that was huge. People loved that shit.
Return to Halloween Town. So there's Halloween Town.
Ooh, can
Halloween
I say
Town 2, Calabar's Revenge, Halloween Town High, and then Return into Halloween Town.
I don't remember all that.
I don't remember Halloween Town.
Can I say the Lizzie McGuire movie?
Yeah.
Was that Disney?
That counts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Lizzie McGuire was sick.
Were you a Wizards of Waverly Place guy?
No, not really. I think I was almost too old at
Were
that
you
point.
a Sweet Life guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Those movies. I actually don't know.
Sweet Life was
Sweet Life movie, but
I don't think I have either. I think by the time the movie came out, I was probably didn't care anymore. But yes. And all those shows too, like the TV shows, all have like way less seasons than you remember. They all have like 2.
Really?
I don't know. Like,
You don't know?
I'm pretty sure they don't have that many. I'd be shocked if any of those kids' shows have more than like 4 seasons.
That's fair.
I mean, because the kids also just get old.
That's true. It's a tendency that most kids have.
But yeah, final answer, I'm going to say Luck of the Irish or maybe Johnny Tsunami because that one looked awesome too. That one I remember being fun.
Halloween Town.
Yeah, I liked Halloween Town too.
Nothing better than Halloween watch in Halloween Town.
Well, yeah.
Everything feels right, you know?
Yeah.
All right. I've got a really upsetting article to read. Oh my God.
Bizarre news.
Your phone's almost dead, bro.
Yeah, it always is.
Is this how you live?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Starbucks' new CEO will super commute 1,000 miles from California to Seattle instead of relocating.
What?
So there's been a lot of talk about Taylor Swift and her private jet and the abuse of that private jet. But this, I don't know that this is more egregious, but this is pretty egregious.
Yeah.
So this dude, Brian Nickel, we'll call him Brian Nickel. He recently became the Starbucks CEO. And so they have a policy where you have to be in office at least 3 days a week, which apparently still applies to the CEO.
Well,
and
he's
rather
got to
than
lead by example.
And rather than relocating, he is going to fly his jet, his corporate jet, 3 times a week for however long this man is around. And here's what surprised me. His base salary is $1.6 million.
Yeah.
With the opportunity to earn up to $7.2 in bonus for the year. That doesn't feel like a lot for the CEO of Starbucks, right?
No.
I mean, there's also like he can,
but
I'm sure he can get stocks and whatnot.
I feel like that's
fine.
That's
close to how much you would be spending on a private jet.
Well, it's probably like a company jet.
Well, yeah, but you still...
It's not him paying for it.
It's still... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still money. It's still maintenance.
They had to cut his salary to pay for his commute.
That could be. It just feels incredibly fucked up, man.
Yeah. I think it's a little silly.
Can you imagine working several states away from the place you live and then just getting to hop on a plane?
Yeah, but aren't all these CEOs just like hopping on planes and going places all the time?
They are, and it just goes to show that...
Like, they're probably on planes 3 days a week anyways, dude.
There's just a terribly great divide between really obscenely wealthy people and us common folk.
I agree.
It just upsets me, man.
To be fair, I mean, I feel like that CEO is being compensated in a more appropriate range than lots of
I would
other
have expected.
CEOs.
Look at Elon Musk and his compensation.
Getting a base of $1.2 million doesn't seem that crazy.
No,
that seems pretty normal.
Which
it seems actually
okay.
agreeable.
I just also think about just the emissions on those flights alone.
Yeah, it's
just upsetting.
Yeah, I don't know. I also I don't know. I don't think anyone would care if the CEO works remote.
Yeah, I feel like who's gonna be like, no, you're
Yeah.
kind of running out of people on top to say, hey, I need to see you're in your seat 3 days a week.
Or like, why couldn't he just like, I don't know. I feel like there's other solutions to this, and he's just being silly. It's like, dude, just like either don't go in at all, or maybe just like go in less, and like it's fine because you're the CEO. Just tell him you're doing CEO business.
Apparently, he's the former CEO of Chipotle.
Cool.
It's not cool. So I'm not really a Starbucks guy, but Starbucks, if I've learned anything from Chipotle, Starbucks is about to take a dive.
I mean, I used
not
to
in
be
profits, not in profit,
yeah,
not in revenue,
but in quality.
in quality.
Quality. Yeah, he'll probably like find some cheap beans to use,
And
then
then
start using
the price
cheap
of a
beans.
black coffee will be $10 to $15.
Yeah,
I've gotten back into Chipotle, but I do it begrudgingly.
I eat Chipotle pretty frequently.
It's just so expensive, man.
Yeah,
It's so insanely expensive. But I heard recently that they've directed the company as a whole to increase portions because people were filming.
that was a big thing.
They were filming the
When people would
burrito,
like make their bowls.
burrito assembly, the bowl assembly. The CEO came out and was like, "No, the portions are always been the same. They've never changed. And if you want a little extra, just ask for it." And people were not satisfied because why would you?
Yeah.
And I saw this one article where someone had gone to like 30 or 40 or 50 different locations and got the exact same thing and then just measured, the weight of the burrito, the density.
Sure, but it's gonna vary.
It's going to vary, but there's some pretty wide variation.
Sure.
Like you'd think.
But also, did they weigh in variables like, were they running out of brown rice at the time when he ordered it? Or beans. I've had it where they were clearly scraping the bottom of the bean barrel and waiting to get some fresh beans in, but I just didn't get them in time. I got less beans.
I'm not sure if this didn't seem like too scientific a study, so I'm not sure how accurate it would be, or
I mean,
I'm
I
not
get
sure
it
that the findings are gospel, but there's definitely quality levels that vary drastically from store to store.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, places like Taco Bell, McDonald's, like places that are like true fast food that have got portions down, you'd think that wouldn't be that hard to master.
True. I think it's a little harder at Chipotle just because of the fresh ingredients of it all.
That, and, people have more control over what you put in.
Right.
It's not like you are at like a glass sneeze guard as people assemble your McDonald's burger and you can't be like, well, a little more burger.
Well, I'm just thinking of like even, I guess it's also different. Like people are, even the type of food that they make, just like people are more stingy about their burrito bowls and stuff. Cause I'm even thinking of Subway, which is like the same like kind of concept, just with sandwiches.
Just way worse.
But they don't, I mean, I don't think Subway has fresh ingredients, not like Chipotle, for sure not their meats. So I mean, like they can still control that a little easier, but nobody ever goes like, my sandwich isn't full enough. No one gives a shit.
You just don't. Never saw the backlash back when a burrito cost $6, $7, $8 because, that's pretty reasonable for a burrito.
Yeah.
But now the steak burrito is almost $11 where I'm at. It's too much money.
Just make more, man.
And inflation has come back down, but the cost of burrito is never going to come back down.
Yeah, because they know that people are going to pay for this now. We've made more money, more profit than we've ever have. Why would we lower the prices back?
I'm going to finish with this.
Sure.
I'm firmly part of the problem.
Yep.
And that I'm just not going to put in the effort to boycott something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all are, because we all are just complacent. We just go, well, I guess it's $11 now. Like, what's the line?
I mean, I stayed away for like a year, but I came back.
You came crawling back, and they knew you would.
Yeah.
They knew you would.
Even though I left a really nasty survey.
Yeah.
I left like a love letter to them, like a breakup letter.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, you actually left a survey?
Because this was like in the midst of like when every single time I'd go, I'd have a bad experience, or I'd wait a really long time.
Leave like a Google review?
Not a Google review, but it's like the post online order survey that you get, where if you like filled it out negatively, you'd usually get like a free burrito minimum, and then it became you'd get like free chips or you get a BOGO. So they scaled back the compensation that you'd get for a shitty experience. And my breaking point, I like wrote out like a several paragraph, small novel just like recapping my history with the business.
How much time did you spend on that?
Not long. I'm a pretty good writer and I write pretty quick. But
Nice.
I mean, it was from the heart and it was honest. And I was disappointed in the direction of the company. And I was
The direction of the company?
yeah, man. It's like a staple in my family. Chipotle's it, you know.
Wait, so who'd you send this to?
Some online survey. I really thought
Spent like 25 minutes writing like 5 paragraphs.
I really thought someone would get back to me, but no, I just got
You should have left a Google review.
I got the form letter.
I feel Google reviews, like the company actually cares about that. At least the location does.
That tags it to a specific location, and I'm not trying to blow up an individual store's performance. Yes, there are stores that are worse than others, but it's kind of the hand that they've been dealt. So, it's my piece.
Then you should leave a review on every single location.
You're right. All right, we're out of time.
Oh.
This has been Impossibly Unremarkable. Thanks for listening.
This is Impossibly Unremarkable, but you are remarkable.
Yeah. Did you just think of that one?
No.
Felt like it was locked.
Sit on that for a while.
Yeah, man. Should have sat on it a little bit longer. Bye, guys.
Bye.